Well, hello, all of you out there. It's me, Shira Psychic Medium, and I am so glad to be live with you tonight. It has been forever since I actually got on and started going live with you guys, and I thought tonight would be the perfect opportunity to connect and to really start to bring in spirit and talk about some things that may be on your guys' minds that spirit wanted me to address tonight. So, I know that I'm live on here now, and I would love to know if you guys are coming in live with me as well. Say hello. I'd love to know if you're here. I see Cheryl's here. I will be checking in a moment and tapping into where I feel called to go to tonight. Please don't take it personally. If I don't get to you, it's never anything personal. It's solely who spirit drives me towards, okay? And some of the information can be psychic. Some of it can be mediumship as well. But tonight we're going to talk about all different things. I see a bunch of you. Hey, Audrey. I love it. Hi, Angela. Hi, Kathleen. If you guys haven't already, share this with your friends, because I bet a bunch of your friends out there are wanting to get free readings too. And I bet they want to learn about the spirit side of things so they can connect with their loved ones. It's not just a one-way street. So share, share, share. And let me know if you guys have shared. Type it up below. Write down that you have shared, and I will give you a shout out that you have shared this to your friends. What's doing, gorgeous Carolyn? I see you there. Hey, Kathleen. I will be reaching out to you guys and checking in to see who I'm feeling, basically the need to go to, because it's all about need. Hey, Kim, what's doing? Hi, Shules. I have so many great people here already online getting ready for tonight with me, Shira Psychic Medium, free readings. It's going to be a really incredible evening filled with spirit, filled with light, filled with information, filled with just something special for those of you who are watching. And those of you who are watching always receive healing just by simply exchanging energy with me. And that's all it takes, is just watching and being present. So that's what we have in store for you tonight, me and spirit. So share this post with your friends. If you haven't shared it yet, simply hit the share button. Okay, and then I will know that you are in fact sharing this, and I will be maybe more inclined to go that direction. So we shall see. Hi, Laura. I see you over there. And hey, Joanne, so good to see you. I'm going to talk to you first tonight about intuition, because intuition is really the gateway to open yourself up to spirit. And many of you out there have incredible intuition, and then others of you, your intuition just hasn't really kicked in yet. And you might be saying to yourself, well, why are you making poor decisions? Why are you, going left when you should be going right? Well, you're not listening to your divine guidance. And the divine guidance comes from within. It comes from this stream of connection straight through you, right in. Thank you so much for sharing. I see it. Thank you so much for sharing, Florenza. So it's really important that you guys check in with yourself, with your higher self, with you on the other side. And that's how you get intuition to help facilitate great changes in your life and be able to make better decisions in your life. So many of you out there don't have this ability to trust yourself. This is something key that Spirit wants me to talk about tonight before we start readings, because if you're not trusting yourself, you are not going to be making great decisions for yourself and your family. And it's important to start trusting, trusting, trusting. Thanks so much for sharing, Lisa. Thanks so much for sharing, Cheryl. Share it with your friends if you haven't already. Type that you've shared it. If you guys are interested in staying aware of when I go live next so that you and others can get free readings, make sure you type the word angel below. So simply type in the word angel, ANGEL, below, and you will opt in to be notified every time I go live or anytime I have an event. And you can always opt out at any time, so don't worry, simply by typing in the word stopped. But if you want to be opted in, simply in your bars below, just type in angel, ANGEL, and you will opt yourself right in. Thanks, guys, for signing up, and you'll be notified all the times that I go live, and you could always stop it at any point. And then you could always restart it again. So it's always like jump on, jump off, whatever works for you. So it's important when we talk about trust that you trust yourself as opposed to even trusting others. Now, that's a really important concept, because Trust is everything in life. Now, love is everything, harmony, happiness, these are all important concepts in your life, but trust truly will make the difference in terms of who you will surround yourself with and who you will engage yourself with. And if trust is not there, well, then we all know what happens. You're simply not going to be engaging yourself with anyone that is distrustful. And that being the case, it's important to make sure that you understand that when you are working in your day-to-day activities, let's say work or PTA or organizations, philanthropic endeavors, teaching, you name it, that when you are conveying information, that it is your information. Please make sure that you are conveying things that are your own and that you're not actually taking from somebody else and then calling it your own, if that makes sense. So it's really important to be honest with yourself and know how the information is coming to you and that you have a message to bring, right? So that being said, trust your intuition, trust your decisions, because even in work, this is going to apply. You need to start opening yourself up and trusting. I see Emmy there. Hi, Em. Thanks so much for opting in, guys. Hi, Manuel. I see you over. Oh, great picture, Manuel. I see you guys over here. So tonight, Spirit wanted me to talk about trust. They want me to talk about love and relationships. So if you guys have questions psychically, let's go psychic first. If you have questions tonight psychically about love, about relationships, about anything, simply type them below. Write your questions below and I will tap in. But the thing is on your screen names here, on your screen names, many of them, they're not your names. So simply just write your first name and then what your question is. So that way I can keep a momentum and I can answer your questions. But if you're already giving me a fake name, you're not going to get a truthful answer. And for those of you that know me, you know that I say it like it is in the most positive possible way, but I'm also not going to take any BS either. So that being the case, write your questions, do it from an honest place. If you are not honest with me, well then you're going to get the same in return. So that being the case, let's make sure that everything is up, full of light, and let's see where we begin. Okay, let's see. Kimberly, you were asking a question about pregnancy. Now, clearly, I am not a doctor, but what Spirit is telling me is that it's going to take more time. It's going to take more time, Kimberly. So don't give up the faith, but there is a time component that they're making me feel like you're going to have more time on this before you actually see the results that you're looking to yield. Okay. Now, let's see here. Now, on the questions that you're writing, you have to be more specific. So like, should I stay? Should I go? That could mean all different things. Make it specific because that could be business. That could be love. That could be relationship. That could be here. It depends on what you're asking. All right, let me scroll through here and see where I am drawn to. Okay. Okay, there's a question about another baby. Will I have another baby? Not me, but this person is asking if they're going to have another baby. I'm getting the answer yes, that there is another baby coming forward. But I kind of do feel like it's a furry friend first. So I feel like it's going to be more of a fur baby faster than we're going to have a actual human baby, if that makes sense. Let me look at the next question here. Okay. Lori, let's focus on you. Let's see. Okay. She's got some things going on emotionally, Lori. It seems like a doctor had advised you recently about taking the next step in terms of guidance. I don't want to go into too much because I don't want to, this is personal information. So I think you already know where I'm going with this. They would like you to go cautiously with that advice. They want you to feel it out first, okay, before making a decision to place her somewhere else, okay? Take time with the decision, okay, because her emotions feel like they're going to be a bit more erratic for a few more months actually, but this is nothing that you cannot handle. They're making me feel like you are quite the mom. So this is nothing that you cannot handle, but always with the consult of a doctor as well. Okay. Let's see. Joanne, she's saying, searching for a job. When will I get full-time? I think you meant full-time, right? Full-time employment, Joanne. Let's see here. I'm drawn to 2018, Joanne. So you're asking questions about full-time employment, and I'm drawn for a new full-time employment. I'm drawn to 2018 before June, actually. Okay. Gina, let's see. Will she be staying at her current job? Assuming that you are currently employed, let's just focus here a second. I feel like you're comfy right now, that you're comfy where you are, Gina, and it doesn't seem like there's going to be a change quite yet, okay? Okay, Fran wants to know where she will retire when the time comes. Let's see. You know, it's interesting, Fran, I don't see just one space. I'm actually being drawn to two separate locations. First, I was actually drawn down by the Carolinas, and then I was pulled down by Florida. So it feels like you're not going to stay situated in just one area. It looks like there's going to be movement, okay? Sorry, guys, I'm getting over bronchitis, so if I'm coughing, please get past it. Now, interesting enough, the other night, I was doing a gallery reading, and when I do a gallery reading, it's so crazy the energy that comes in, and you never know who's going to connect in the space, meaning spirits. There's so many at the same time, and we never know who's going to be coming to what table, to what sitter, or what the messages are going to be. But I have to tell you, this was a first for me. Now, I was at Rachel's Waterside Grill, that's in Freeport, where I was doing a gallery reading, and what happened was I actually started seeing in my head, okay, here we go. I started seeing Playboy bunnies in my head, lots of them. I mean, you name it. And I'm talking to a sitter, to a woman who's sitting in the restaurant, and her grandmother starts bringing in concepts about Playboy bunnies. Now, if you're like me, you have to find a little bit of humor in that, right? Because you have a grandmother who probably doesn't know too much about Playboy bunnies, and she started talking about Playboy bunnies. And now Playboy bunnies are filling my mind. I'm seeing them in their outfits, in these beautiful teal costumes, in the black costumes, but one in particular was standing out in teal in her bunny outfit. And they were just trying to show us they were present. And we say to ourselves, well, why the heck did they come into the gallery reading? And the reason why is because the following day, Hugh Hefner passed. Now, this is an example, okay, of how spirit works. Spirit brought in bunnies that were already on the other side, okay, and then brought in the concept of these beautiful Playboy bunnies to me in front of this entire room to give us a heads up or a premonition that there was going to be a transition taking place. And unfortunately, it was going to be the legend himself, Mr. Hugh Hefner. So it's amazing how spirit can work in all different ways, from, you know, world affairs to celebrity affairs to the day-to-day. It's amazing what can happen. So for those of you that have seen my post and you saw me posting about Hugh Hefner, that's the reason why. I mean, I had bunnies all over the place, these glamorous girls showing off their legs, and they were all there to support the homecoming, so to speak, of Mr. Hefner. So that was really, really nice, and it was a nice finding to realize that the day after as to why this was transpiring. So I never know what's going to happen at one of my gallery events, and that's why they're so much fun, because I let spirit in and I let the healing occur for you, and spirit makes it happen on the information that comes through. Now let's see, let's go back to questions here and see what we have here. Okay. Up, and spirit's using my phone. Did you guys hear that? They just started playing with my phone again. Now, okay, let's see. Okay. Audrey's asking about a medical issue. I am not a doctor. You know this, Audrey, but I will say here, I keep getting there's nothing to find out about. There's nothing to find out about yet. So, you know, hopefully no news is good news. Okay. Joanne, okay, let me see here. Did your fur baby cross over and find his brother fur baby today? Yes, absolutely. Chachi is already there, so don't even worry. I do feel the connection. I actually feel if you pay attention, Joanne, you'll feel Chachi right there on your right-hand side, right by your thigh. Okay, I do get pulled to that area right now, so I want to make sure you can pull in and feel the energy right there of your little fur baby. And yes, did they meet? I just heard couldn't wait for each other. They couldn't wait for each other. So this is exciting. You know, I'm sorry that you lost your munchkin today, but just know that they're already with you. Okay. Let's see. Kaylee, she's asking a question. My fiance doesn't want to have any more kids. We have 3. I feel like we will have 1 more. Will we have another baby? Okay. So let's focus on here for a second on Kaylee. You know, Kaylee, I would never want to not encourage you to try if that's what you want. But the feeling is that there's going to be a hold up. I'm not seeing another baby soul coming in quite yet. That doesn't mean that can't happen in the future, but in terms of the more immediate, I'm not seeing that right now. Okay, in difference to what you have, you know, new, basically new. All right, let me scroll up here a second. Teresa, what a question. I'm seeing your question. That is a bit strong, don't you think? I'm getting a no on that. So I absolutely am getting a no. Ariana, let's see where you're going. Will my relationship with my brother improve? I got a yes, actually, on that. I did get a yes on that. November will be a step in the right direction in terms of relationships for you in general. So that will be a pleasant surprise for you. Anne-Marie, will your daughter find a full-time job soon? Okay, Anne-Marie, do me a favor. Put your daughter's name down, just her first name, and ask the question again so that way I can focus on her as opposed to pulling in through you, okay? Let's see. You're very welcome, Joanne. Okay, let's look at Angela. I'm torn with my current place of employment. Okay, is there guidance for me? Now, it's interesting because there's change coming in December for you, Angela, but I'm actually getting the feeling that you might not even take it, okay? Meaning there's an opportunity, there's change coming, but I don't see you actually stepping on it or moving on it. So it's important that, you know, opportunities present, but you may or may not take them. And I'm feeling like when this one does, I don't see you actually jumping on it yet. It does feel like you're going to be more inclined to make the change in the spring, circa, well, there's an opportunity that comes in March, but I actually don't even feel like you take anything more till about June. So you're going to notice that there's options coming your way. It just has got to be the right option for you or something that you feel is the right option. Okay, Angela's looking for a sign regarding business endeavors. The words I heard was hold off. So it might be a better time to reflect for you because I am hearing hold off. Okay. Now, can anybody here that I'm watching or that's coming through, can anybody here connect with an individual? Because I do have a spirit energy with me that is trying to come through. I do have somebody by the name of Joseph, actually, that is stepping forward for me. So if this gentleman is yours, please claim him, okay? Let's see here a second. Please claim him if he's yours. I'm going to give you details in one moment. This gentleman, as he steps forward for me, I do feel like he did wear a standard cap on his head, but the type that almost reminds me of the Kangol caps now, like a paperboy cap that had a pinch over here. I do feel like he would have been from Italy, okay, but he would have been an American citizen now, okay, when he was in the physical, but he would have originated out of Italy. I do feel like he came over with his wife. They were married before they came over to the States, by the way, also. I do feel like the granddaughter is watching me right now, so I do feel like this is for somebody whose grandfather was either Joe or his middle name was Joe, and he was from Italy. Her grandmother would have also been married to this man in Italy, though, and then they would have come over to the States. They would have lived in Brooklyn most of their lives as well. So if this is for you, please know that your grandfather is in fact with you, okay? And it's important to know that your grandfather is very much around and aware. So if that's for you, please know that he is in fact around you. And I'm also supposed to talk about the smell of tobacco coming in quite frequently when he is around you. So you will get whiffs of tobacco smell all around you, even when nobody is smoking around you. It just kind of consumes you or comes all around you. Okay, so just so you know, we do have that grandfather wanting to connect with his granddaughter. Okay, I see Justine. Hi, Justine. What's doing? And let's look over here. I'm positive on the name. The name is definitely, it was definitely a Joseph. So definitely not a Nick or Carmela, but thank you. Joanne says, yes, in bed. She felt and saw your fur baby. I'm so glad, Joanne. That's beautiful. Okay, now let's go back to some questions. I'm going to scroll back down. I don't know where I left off, so let me just see here a second. Okay, there we go. Christine, there's a father-in-law energy that is watching over you. That's the most obvious energy that's coming over to me. This is an individual that would have been through marriage, a father-in-law. Hi from Florida. I see you there. Manuel wants to know, will he be a dad anytime soon? Interesting. Spirit wants me to hold off on that question right now. All right, we're going to table that for a minute. Okay. Erica, there's a little girl energy that I'm becoming aware of. So just, I do hear this little girl energy. Okay, John wants to know, when will his professional career take off? It's interesting. I hear the word late start. It doesn't really get started until December, but doesn't really head off until about May, okay, in terms of where you want it to go next. May is more of your golden opportunity there, okay? Now, Tara, let's see. Tara said, is my son going to be okay where he is? He just wrote he's so homesick. I hear he'll be fine, Tara. He'll be fine. This is completely fine. Okay, Anne-Marie, husband is contemplating surgery for an injury. Okay, I'm not a doctor, but if you want me to go into that with just my initial thought on that, write down your husband's first name, okay? That would be really helpful. Now, in the interim, while I'm going through some of these questions, if you want to be notified when I go live so that you can have a free reading as well, please type in on your keyboards now the word angel, A-N-G-E-L, and you can opt in to being notified anytime I'm going live. You can also stop it at any time you want just by simply typing the word stop. Okay, so never feel like you have to be connected at all times. Now, for those of you that are interested in finding out about my event, my teaching event that's coming up this weekend on Sunday, there's only a handful of spaces left. This is more of an intimate training for those of you that already have experience in mediumship in some capacity. I have mediumship boot camp coming up on Sunday, October 1st. So if you're interested in learning about it, simply type in the word mediumship boot camp, 2 words, mediumship boot camp below, and you will be given the information about this class on Sunday in Long Island. So it's going to be an incredible class, and it's designed to really push you outside of your comfort levels. Now, also, if you are interested in scheduling a reading with me at any time for a complete full reading, just personalized for you, you can always type in the word reading below, R-E-A-D-I-N-G below, and you'll get information on how to contact me to set up your own private, in-person, Skype, group, or phone reading that works for you and your friends. Now, let's go back to questions, shall we? Let me just take a drink here and we'll start. Okay, Flo, I don't know what your question means. So if Flo, you're still watching, if you would just reiterate the question, that would be awesome. Okay. Michelle, what's in store for your career? Money, that's actually what's in store. I do feel like there's high finance. There's money coming in on that. Okay, so that does actually feel very, very positive. Okay, let's just see here a second. You know, a doctor would be a better person for you, Erica, on that, but I'm not pulling into twins right now, but a doctor could clearly tell you that, a simple blood test. Okay, hi, Michelle, I see you there. Okay, Margaret wants to know, will she be a grandma anytime soon? Not yet. Slow your horses on that. I know you're excited to become a grandma, but not yet. Not yet. Okay. Michelle, let's look at your question. I hear the word faithful. I hear the word faithful. So I wouldn't be pushing for the opposite, you know? Ariana, absolutely, totally. You're welcome. I got that. Now, let's see here. Let me go to this next one. Oh, Shuli, your friend just passed. I am so sorry, Shules. We knew that wasn't going to be, we knew that was going to be tough and soon. You called it. I knew it. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. You know that she's with you and she's so appreciative of the healing energies that you gave her, and you were meant to be in her life. You were meant to be with her, especially at the end for her. So just know that you will be blessed and her family will be blessed, and you'll be thanked for the most incredible work you did giving her healing during her last few days. Just an amazing person you are, Shuli. That was really kind of you to do for her. So just know she's with you. Okay, let's see here. Anne Marie, will my daughter Gina find a full-time job soon? She graduated a year ago. Okay, daughter is Gina. Yes, actually she will. Anne Marie, I do feel pretty confident about Gina with a job in November that she's going to really actually feel inclined to go for and enjoy. So just make sure she's got confidence in herself, because I feel like she just needs a little bit of a boost of confidence there. So remind her how great she is, okay? Now let's just see here a second. Let me scroll up a little bit. Okay, Audrey, let's see here. Will husband Jonathan feel comfortable down the road, not too far down, with adopting a child? You know, I'm just not convinced he's going to be on board on something like that quite yet. You might need to work that a little bit more, do you know? Absolutely, Angela. You're very, very welcome. Shuli, sending you love, girl. Okay, now, Michelle, okay, that was your stepfather. Perfect. Okay, let's see here. I know everybody's saying so sorry for Shuli's loss. I know she was a really special woman, how the way you described her to me. Okay, you're very, very welcome. I'm so glad that Joe came through for you. Super psyched for you. Let me see if I can pull into spirit again. There's so many of you here watching. Let's see what we can do for you guys. Give me 1 second. So you're going to have to claim this if you feel that this energy is for yours. I will go back to the questions. I'm not seeing all of them right now, but I will in fact go back to them. Let's just see here a second. We're all about Brooklyn tonight, apparently, because I am connecting in with a woman by the name of Carmen or Carmela, okay? She was, in fact, from Brooklyn. She was known for her, well, she was known for, you know those Stella Dora cookies? She's showing me the S cookies right now. I feel like this would have been one of the things that she loved, okay, or would have always had out. She's making me feel like the front of her house was actually like a walk-up style, right? But the front exterior of it was brown in coloring, okay? And there's a flight up steps over here, and then there's a walk-in over here. So you could go up to enter, or you could enter straight on street as well. The name is Carmela or Carmen. She does reside in Brooklyn, or she did reside in Brooklyn. And I just have to acknowledge her being very, very much connected. I'm also being told that she does use, what is that? Oh, I'm actually being shown limoncello right now. You know the alcohol drink limoncello? I'm being shown limoncello, that she would normally serve this or would have enjoyed having a little swig from time to time. Okay, so if this is your grandmother, please know that she is in fact with you. I do feel she was an aunt as well, which means that she was a sister. Okay, so it's important to know that she would have had multiple titles, and she also is giving me the impression that she left behind a daughter as well, in addition to a grandchild, more than one, two grandchildren actually, two grandchildren. So please know that she is in fact very much with you. Now, Cheryl, you're asking the question, do I sense whether or not you are sensitive to spirit? The answer is yes. That's an easy one. That's very, very That's very, very easy. Okay. So Justine, you're saying that's your grandma Millie. Okay. So where is the Carmen or Carmela connection? Because I did keep hearing that before. Okay. Now, let's see here. I'm going to scroll back a little bit. John, let's see. You said you have a number of opportunities within the same industry. Which do you think I will be the most successful in? Interesting enough, John, I actually think it's the one with the least hours, surprisingly, because I am being drawn to you being offered opportunities that the hours feel exhaustive, quite frankly, and I feel you'd be more successful in the ones that require a little bit less of the actual hours, okay? If you guys haven't shared this with your friends and you think they might benefit from a free reading, psychic reading, and an opportunity to connect, please share this and type below that you have shared it. Share, share, share. Okay, share with your friends so they also can get that type of energy in their space and they can connect with their loved ones. Hey, Matthew, long time. How are you and the wife and the kitties doing? Lisa, I see that you're saying, when will I feel better and take back my independence of your life? Okay, so let's see here a second. You know, Lisa, I do feel just from an emotional level, you do need another few months. I feel you'll take the time. You will evolve it on your own. I do feel like you don't need to feel defeated. I feel like every single day is a step in the right direction with you. And you'll be fully capable or feel like you're back to yourself in a few months again. So just keep thinking positive. Okay, Elizabeth is asking a question. You know, it's the feeling of the person actually not always staying in your life. It does feel like I do see a movement out. So I'm not sure which Angela you're referring to, but I do see a movement out. Okay, let me look in here for some more questions. Let me scroll back. Ladies and gents, give me 1 second here. Okay, it's never anything personal. I don't skip anybody. It's who I get drawn to or which I can scroll to fastest to. And I'm not that tech savvy. So that being the case, try to work with me here. Okay, let's see, Eva. Eva, there's a dog around you, actually. So just know that there is, in fact, a dog around you. You know, it's kind of looks similar to the dog that's on your... I hear the word noodles. So I'm not sure if this is your doggy or if this is what you fed the doggy, but it's like a Yorkie style dog in my head that is very much around you. Okay. Hi. Well, thank you so much for the compliment. You know, every once in a while, you know, a mom needs to hear that too. So thanks again. Audrey, let's see here a second about your question. I did just see it. Where did that just go? Audrey, you just had a question about, can crystals, selenite, black tourmaline, etc., make you feel so strange and off, almost dizzy, drawing energy shifts and waves of pulling, too open in the throat, and headaches? Am I alone? Empath, intuitive, may not need them. Okay, so I love selenite, love black tourmaline. If you are feeling strange and off, clear your stones, okay? It might be carrying energy that is not appropriate for you in the moment, so put your stones outside under the moonlight and let them clear, okay? You can never be too open in anything, you know, especially in the psychic world. You don't want to shut yourself off. That's like turning off one of your senses. And like, let's be real. If you have all of your senses, your ability to hear, your ability to see, your ability to smell, taste, and feel, and know, right? Why would you want to shut any of that off? Let's be realistic. Why would you want to make it more challenging for yourself? Because why? It doesn't make sense to me. It does never make sense to me when people say they're going to shut themselves down. I don't get it. So I've never understood that. You just may not choose to tap in the moment, but you never shut down your senses. They're a part of you, you know? It's like, would you just decide to go blind one day just because, for fun? I mean, come on now. Kelly, do you have a lot of empathy? I think we can work in that area. You can always, you know, build upon that, okay? Matt, I'm so glad to hear that you're doing very well. Beautiful. Okay, so let me find some other questions here. Melissa, thank you so much for sharing. Jess, thank you so much for sharing. I miss you too. Thanks, girlie. I always love the flowers. Now, let's see. Eileen says, will my girls find jobs? Actually, the word, I just heard yes immediately. So there's no, I don't even need a delay there. There is a yes on that. Okay. Any insight on Ellen's current love situation? Let's see here. It just kind of feels a little bit, I feel change. I feel change coming. I just feel change there. Okay. Now let's see here. Okay, Eva says, oh my God, years as my baby Noodles. Yay! Okay, so the doggy that was coming through, Noodles, okay, just know is very much around you and is loving you from the other side. I just love when the animals start to come through. That's my favorite. Okay, now let's just see here. Jess, you want to know any feelings on why you're feeling down in the dumps lately? Okay, let me scan into you, Jess, real quick. Okay, it's twofold, Jess, that I'm picking up on you, sweetie. One, there is something in terms of household relationship. Look there, okay? We can talk about that privately if you want. And then also, I do feel you're sensing the world. So it's a combination of feeling some things that are forthcoming and a combination of some of personal things in the relationship, okay? Now let's keep going. Christina, job for the future. Yes, and yes. This month coming, October, is a change month for you, which is great. Marilyn says noodles. I love that. But yeah, Christina, it is a change month for you, okay? Let me just see here a second. I did see a post that I just missed. Okay. Lisa, you know the answer to that one, okay? Shannon, thanks so much for sending me the hearts. Hi, Joy. I'm going to see you Sunday, right, at Mediumship Boot Camp. So for those of you that are interested in coming down to learn, the information for Mediumship Boot Camp is on my website, which is ShiraPsychicMedium.com. It's at ShiraPsychicMedium.com. Or you can simply type in the words below where you're typing, type in the words Mediumship Boot Camp, and you will get information on learning how you can participate in this and join in. But there are limited amounts of spaces, okay? Let me see if I can feel into anybody that is around again. Give me 1 second here. Jamie, thank you so much for sharing this. I really appreciate it. Thank you, girl. All right, so let's just see here. Okay, there is somebody by the name of Kathy that is stepping forward for me, okay, as I go into her energy. I do feel like this woman was a properly dressed woman when I go into her, and I say that because she's coming through a bit more stern with me. She's coming through wearing a full collared blouse. She is, in fact, wearing actually a blue blazer over her white blouse, okay? She's wearing a formalized skirt that goes to almost her, like right above her calf level. She is wearing a thicker soled women's shoe with a strap that goes over her foot. She's wearing women's nylons as well. Her hair is very tapered back behind her head. Very, very, there's a part right here. It's a severe part. It's very, very tapered to her head. Okay, she gives off a much more severe or harder presence as she brings herself forward, except I feel like, bear with me here. Oh, is this interesting? Okay. I do feel like she worked and was a part during the time of the Nazi concentration camps. I do feel like she was part of it. She was there. I don't feel like she was a victim. I feel like she was on the side that would have been the German side, more of the Nazi side. And I feel like as she comes in here, there's a male that's watching this tonight that she is connected to. Okay. And yeah, I keep getting references to Germany and to Nazis. And I keep getting the references to the era that existed in. She definitely has more of a stern look about her face, meaning this is the way she would have looked when she was here in the physical. but I do know that she is in fact here for a gentleman who is watching tonight, okay? And let's see here a second. And her message for this gentleman that's watching is that you can't sit by and watch things happen like she did. It's important to stand up. It's important to speak out when you feel like your rights are being taken away. And she says it's also a message for the group, but she is specific for one gentleman that is in fact watching. And he's not in New York, I can tell you that. The message is for somebody in Texas that's watching right now, okay? You know who you are, and she is giving that message to you, okay? Now, all right, moving on from her, because I did feel her energy pull back. Let me go back into your psychic questions over here. Let's see here. Okay. Lizette, did you get the information on Mediumship Bootcamp? I believe you typed it in wrong, so you actually have to type it in correctly for it to come, and it should be just Mediumship Bootcamp as one word, okay? And Mediumship, put a P in there, okay? That way the information will come right to you now, okay? Thank you so much for sharing. Okay, let's go a little bit further into questions over here. Liz, let's see here a second. Will your business meeting on October 10th go as planned and be beneficial to you guys? Okay, let's see here a second. I actually, Liz, I'm hearing the word curveball with that. Okay, so let me just see where they want you to go with that. Okay, because I do hear the word curveball. And is it an older gentleman that is going to do the curveball when the meeting takes place? It doesn't feel like a favorable curveball, so be on your A game, okay? And let's see here. Beth wants to know, will her daughter move back to California? Yes, that's a yes, Beth. I got a yes on that, absolutely, okay? Now, let's just see who else is here. Somebody asked if their daughter, I just missed it, but will their daughter go to a college that is far away? I do feel like they're going to go a bit further than you had anticipated. The feeling is that they're liking the freedom, okay? Lisa, I know, I'm sure. I got the comment, everybody misses their mom, I know. Okay, Lisa wants to know, when she feels strange, what are you feeling? Lisa. That can go in so many different ways, and with my mind, it's probably going to go in the wrong direction. So why don't we elaborate on that when you're feeling strange? Just give me a little example of what you're talking about. Are you referring from an empathic standpoint, or when you're feeling like dizzy, lightheaded? What are you referring to? Okay. Okay, now let's just see here. I do have another person that is stepping forward. Okay, so bear with me here a minute. Okay. I do have an individual by the name of Jonathan that is stepping forward next, okay? As I go into his energy, I know that this gentleman was in fact a smoker. I know that his daughter is watching right now. I feel that he also has a granddaughter, but he's making me feel like the daughter connection is prevalent. This gentleman had lighter brown hair on his head, except he was receding. I do feel like he was an officer in service, and he's giving me the impression, though, that he did serve tours overseas as well, okay? And the name Jonathan would be first, middle, or last name, okay? It could be John. And he's making me feel like his daughter and or granddaughter is watching this now, okay? So if this is for you, please claim this. And there would be also connection to New Jersey as well. Okay, so that would be really important. Now, if anybody is experiencing strange thoughts or anything like that, please don't always attribute that to spirit. There's always a time and a place that it's spirit information, but if you're feeling off balance, that's when counseling comes in. That's when, therapy comes in. You can always go that direction as well. But please don't attribute strange thoughts to always spirits, because it's not. Spirit is very clear, and they don't make you feel strange, okay? So that's really, really important to know. They are very concise. They are kind, loving souls that just want to communicate. So it's important to remember that, okay? Now, let me just see here a second. Going back to John, he is in fact telling me that there is a New Jersey connection with him, okay? And the New Jersey connection would be a female that's in the living, okay? And that would be significant that that person would be watching as well, or would be connected, okay? Now, Laura, you're saying like a private session to see if your grandma's around you at all. Okay, that's easy to do, Laura. Simply type in the word reading below, R-E-A-D-I-N-G, and my contact information will come up. Otherwise, you can go to my website, which I'll type it for you right now, and you can book directly through the site there. But if you'd rather speak directly to my assistant, who can give you the most soonest availability, you can call her tomorrow, and my contact information is right there on the screen, okay? Now, let's see what's next over here. Perfect. Okay, you got that. Hi, Patty. I see you over there. I'm so excited. I think I'll be seeing you on Sunday as well. Okay, now, there is a female energy that I'm aware of that's stepping forward. I know butterflies are extremely important to her as she steps forward. I do feel that she passed at a much younger age. I do feel like she is I feel like she's a sister to the female that's living right now. I feel, oh, Carrie. And the name Carrie also keeps popping in my head as well. So I do feel like either her name is Carrie. I feel like her name is Carrie. And I do know butterflies are significant. I am seeing karaoke bars in my head right now. So that would also be significant. And singing would be more significant. Being on stage singing would also be significant. I do feel like getting my nails done for the person this is for it's important. They would either like to get their nails done, or their nails just broke and they need to get their nails done. Okay. And I do see a whole bunch of furry friends all around as well, from both this side and this side. So I do feel like I have to acknowledge Carrie, that she is coming in surrounding her sister with love, and just wanting her to know that she is in fact with her, and to keep her head up, meaning the sister should keep her head up, because it's going to get better. It's going to get better. It's not going to stay like this for long, is what she wants me to say. So it's really, really important. Now, let's see who's coming in next. Hi, Donna. I see you there. And you've got your wine glasses. I love it. I only have my water tonight. Donna is my sidekick, partner in crime, sounds healer. Her and I went to Lilydale, and we had a blast, even going to the vineyards. I mean, who finds vineyards in Lilydale? We do. So Donna and I had a great time together. Love you, girl. So cheers to that, Donna, except I don't have my wine. Now, thank you so much for sharing, Justine. I really appreciate it. Marilyn, that's your sister. Yay! Okay, well, Carrie is around you, and she's giving you beautiful messages of love, and to know that things are getting better, and to keep your head up, okay? Now, let's keep going here. Let me see who else that I'm aware of. Okay. You know, it's interesting. I don't always get information like this on a live, but I am going to, in fact, go into it on a live. I'm aware of an older gentleman. He's in hospice right now. I do feel like he's in hospice. I feel like he's in the state of New York as well. I feel like he is currently alive. I do feel like his time is coming to a close very soon. I do know that there is a mother waiting for him on the other side, ready to take his hand. I do know that his breath is actually slowing down now as we speak. I'm surprised I'm actually pulling into this right now, but I know I can feel this gentleman's breath slowing down. And I know that he is in fact surrounded with the angels, and that his mother is willing and ready to take him. And he's an older gentleman. I do get that he's in his 80s currently. I actually feel like he's in hospice right now. I am drawn to Long Island. There's a K name involved. first, middle, or last name involved with this energy, with this individual. And I just get the feeling that I know that the time is coming very near, and that the angel community would like the person who's watching this right now to know that it's a good time to spend time with this person, because the time is changing, okay? And that is surrounded very much with love. And there are many angels around. Okay, let's just see here a second. Hey, Jen, never done something like this before. Weird. Not weird with me, that's for sure. Let's see here. Okay, so let me see anything else that I'm picking up on right now. Okay. There's somebody by the name of Karen who's watching right now as well. The name is Karen, okay? She's watching right now. This is a female. It's either first or middle. I guess it could be last name, but I feel like it's first name. She's watching right now, and I do feel like there's a job change coming for you, so you should know that. I don't feel like you've typed on here yet, but I do feel that you're watching, and I do feel that there's a job change coming for you, and just think you should know that, okay? Now, let's see. Hi, Karen. That's very funny. Okay, hi, Karen. Now, I do feel there's a job change coming for the Karen. Now, so glad you guys joined. Okay. Hi, Jenny. So glad you're here also. Lori, thank you so much for sharing and letting people know that they can get a free reading by watching with me, Shira Psychic Medium. If you want to know when I'm next on live and you would like an opportunity to get a reading, simply type in the word angel below, A-N-G-E-L, that's angel, and you'll be able to be linked to know every time I go live or when I post something. Now, you can unsubscribe at any time you want simply by typing the word stop, so never worry about that, and you can restart up again by typing the word angel again at any time. Now, if you are interested in learning about another event, I have an event called Messages from Heaven. For those of you that are in Nassau or Suffolk County, or those of you who are willing to go to Suffolk County, Long Island, I have an incredible event at a beautiful center called the Center, the Holistic Center for Soulful Living. And that is coming up on Saturday, October 21st at 8 p.m. Now, if you would like information about getting a ticket for you, your friends, or your family members for a night out, for an opportunity to connect with spirit, it's all about my psychic mediumship there. It's a gallery event. It's an incredible time. Type the word event below, E-V-E-N-T, event. If you type the word event below, this word right here, let me make sure you can see it, then you will get information on the upcoming Messages from Heaven event that I have coming up on October 21st, because I happen to love connecting, especially during the month of October, because the veil seems to be a little bit thinner and we get some great information that comes through. Now, for those of you that are intuitive, you know, I would suggest to you to really start practicing with your premonitions. There are so many of you out there that that are mediums or mediums in trainings, but their psychic work needs a lot of work. So if you haven't practiced your psychic side yet, you really need to get better at that. It's something that you need to do because there's a lot of information that's accessible, but you have to start practicing on your intuition. So once again, if you want to connect and you want to attend my Messages from Heaven event, which is such an incredible event, I love the energy in the space. There's so much healing that goes on during one of my gallery readings for everybody that's in this space. You leave feeling so much lighter. It's just innate from what the spirit does with me, because that's kind of how I'm programmed to work with spirit. And if you want to know information on it, simply type in the word event below. If you want to know when I'm coming back live, type in the word angel, spell it right, A-N-G-E-L. A-N-G-E-L, because if you type it in wrong, you're not going to get the information and you're not going to be added. Okay, so make sure that you know that and you have that so you can have that information. Now, in terms of premonitions, Spirit wants me to go into premonitions before we go back into readings, okay? Premonitions are feelings, images, thoughts, hearing, information that you are receiving ahead of time. A premonition is something that you're getting ahead of time. Now, lots of information can be positive and lots of information can feel less than positive. Find out where you're good at. You know, it's interesting because if you are somebody that can see truth easily, you might pull into seeing less than positive because less than positive is still truthful. And you might say to yourself, well, why are you getting that? It's because you can access that. If you are prepared and able to handle information, Spirit will give you that information. If this is not something that you want to handle or have an inclination to handle, don't worry, Spirit's not going to be giving you that. Now, that being said, I would tell you, don't shut down your gifts, everyone. Those of you that are opening up and awakening and your intuition is starting to kick in, don't start turning it off just because you get a little scared. Anything you do that's new feels a little scary at first, so don't be afraid. Hey, girlie, I see you right there. Hi. Well, let me know if we're doing that with an event or anything, okay? Now, Karen wants to know, why does her son feel presence watching him? If you can tell me what and who it is, please tell us, because it scares us all that he feels and senses these things. Well, Karen, there's nothing for him to be afraid of or for you to be afraid of. I do feel, just so you know, that there is a younger male that is in fact around you guys. I don't feel anything bad about it. This is simply just an energy that is in fact around your son, around the family, that I look at it as more of a guiding capacity, not somebody that's looking to cause harm. Now, the fact that your son has this capacity, that's fabulous. Don't turn it off. And don't let your own fears get in the way of your son's inclination and ability to feel, because feeling is a great asset. And that's something that just doesn't get turned off. And being able to feel information, well, that's phenomenal. Okay, because feeling information will never steer you wrong. You can't turn that off. Can premonitions come through a dream? Absolutely, yes. Audrey, premonitions can come through a dream. Lately, for me, when I'm seeing premonitions in a dream, my dreams lately have been very accurate. So when I see it in my dreams, if I'm supposed to remember it, I will remember it when I wake up. If I'm not, it's not important and it just moves on. But premonitions, when they come through the dreams, tend to be accurate. Now, the thing is, you have to remember with the dreams, if you're new to dream analysis, you want to make sure, you didn't have caffeine before bed, you didn't have chocolate before bed, things that would promote your mind to go scary, right? And also, if you're really stressed out and you're trying to work things out in your day life, well, then you're also trying to work it out in your sleeping time also. So you might have dreams that are not truthful. Instead, they're just scary and they freak you out, but they're actually not truthful. So it's your subconscious playing with you. You really just want to be aware and try to go to sleep clear-headed if possible. I know, easier said than done, but that way you get more accurate dreams. Let me keep going over here. Let's see here. I'm going to scroll back, see if I can find some other questions over here. Jenny, let's see. You want to know about January. It's interesting, Jenny. You get January from different mediums. I'm not getting January. I picked up February. So I did not get January at all. Okay. Jamie. Hi, girl. Getting excited to see you for my group reading in 2 weeks. Yay! I'm sitting here with my mother-in-law, Roseanne. Is Mike willing to step forward and give her a shout out? You know how it works, girl. He has got to step forward and demonstrate with love. If he does, I promise you I will bring him through for you. Okay. Let's just see here a second. Jess, you want to know? Okay, let me look at this, Jess. I don't feel a deliberate lie, Jess. I just feel like, do you ever hear the expression lying via omission? By not saying something, somebody is denying themselves truths. That's the feeling that I'm getting. I'm not feeling an overt lie. I just feel like there's something about him lying to himself on, okay? That is what you're picking up on. And have an honest, earnest discussion with him. I think you'd be surprised, okay? Now, oh, Cass, I love it. She says, sign up for Mediumship Bootcamp this Sunday. You don't want to miss it. So if you are looking to sign up for that, thanks, Cass. Just type in Mediumship Bootcamp, 2 words, Mediumship Bootcamp, and you will get the information on signing up for that, okay? Thanks, Cass. Maria, let's look at you. Should you find a new job? Not yet. No, I got a no, not yet on that, okay? Hold off on that for a little bit, okay? And let's see. Audrey, let's see, anything positive for you? There's a change of household connected to 3 months coming up for you. So that's important for you to know that. You might want to start planning. Now, Oh, let's see. Should you find a new job? Hold on for 4 more months, okay? Hold on for 4 more, okay, before you start really getting down into looking, okay? I feel like you'll be more pleasantly surprised if you wait a little bit longer, okay? And Karen, do me a favor, Karen. Place your husband's first name on there so I can really focus in, okay? Marianne, anything for you? There is, in fact, a grandmother energy that's around you, Marianne. When I go into her energy, I know that she was a brunette as she steps forward for me. I do know that she had kept a little bit of meat on her bones because she's coming in a little Zoftic the way she's stepping forward. She is giving me the name Beth also being connected as well. And there's also an Ann or Anna that's above that's also connected. She's making me feel like she was known for her soups, and she keeps showing me lentils and different types of beans. So for whatever reason, there would be a connection there as well. And I know, in fact, that this woman is very much around you. She was a grandmother. Doesn't mean she's your specific grandmother, but she is, in fact, a grandmother. Hi, Sue. I see you also. Hey, Martha. Anything popping up for you? Let's see. Work chaos. Oh, boy. Okay. Work chaos that has been avoided. Nope, wrong one. For Martha, work chaos, things that you had avoided or were taking really fabulous preventative measures starts to resurface again end of October into November, and there's a hiccup with bookings and the booking system, the actual system itself, last minute booking, something about a breaking down in the system. So there needs to be some sort of contingency plan there. Otherwise, it's going to be a shit show is the feeling that I'm getting. Sorry. But it looks like a technical issue with last minute bookings. Okay. Now, anything, Justine, didn't I just see you, beautiful? I'm not picking up anything else with his dad right this second. Let's see if I'm getting anything else. Okay, Jillian, want me to tap into the energy before the man who's in hospice and mother waiting? It's not who you think it is, Jillian. That's different, okay? That's different. But this is a gentleman. There is a K connected to it, but it's not who you're thinking, okay? Trisha, thank you so much for thinking this is great that I'm doing this. Well, you know what? I always feel that I've been really blessed with having some amazing clients, some amazing students, and an opportunity to work with amazing people on this side of the veil and on the other side of the veil. So for me, I like to give back. And if by doing this is an opportunity for me to connect with all of you and know that I can give back a little bit of my gift to those of you that might not have an opportunity to get in front of me on a day-to-day basis, you know, or because I know I book out far. So I know that sometimes it could be frustrating. So this is my opportunity to give back to you guys, because everybody needs to be given back to it every, once in a while in their life, right? So if you received a reading tonight, please make sure you pay it forward in some capacity to somebody else. Buy them a cup of coffee, give them a compliment, do something nice for somebody at work, hold the door open for somebody, do something really pleasant for somebody else, especially if you were given a reading tonight as a gift. Gift something to them as well and pay it forward in something small, simple way. It doesn't have to be an expensive way. It could be a simple gesture. It makes a huge difference in raising the vibration of this planet. So please do so. Now, Lori, let's see, Laura, will you adopt a child soon? I'm just not getting that right now. I'm so sorry, Laura. I'm not picking up on that. Let's see here a second. Janelle. Anything for you? Interesting, of like all random things, Janelle, I'm actually picking up on household furniture for you. It feels like you've been thinking about making changes to the decor and to furniture, and I'm actually being told to encourage you for that. For whatever it's worth, it looks like you are needing to make some changes in your life, and the furniture is the first start. Go figure. Look at that. I'll go shopping with you. And okay, Lenora, new job coming, you're asking. Let's see. Here's the thing, Lenora. I actually feel that there's something that comes your way, but I don't actually feel like it's almost like something gets offered but then pulled off the table when you're not expecting it. So for whatever reason, I would just tell you to be cautious about taking a job initially. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Let me move back over here. I'm so glad you guys love it and you're all saying yes on the paying it forward. It's like I have a little bit of a delay here, so I'm not getting to see all of your comments immediately. So I apologize for that, but that's all the spirit energy around us. It creates a delay. But thank you guys so much for sharing. Now, as a gift to you, if you haven't done this yet, this is my gift to you guys in addition to readings. For those of you that haven't had a reading, or for those of you that have, this is my free gift to you. You get exclusive access to my free meditation that will help you connect with your deceased loved ones. This is a channeled meditation that I created with spirit. It's designed to help you connect to your loved ones. You can get this. You have exclusive access to getting my free meditation that you can do on your own in the privacy of your own home simply by plugging in your earphones and listening. You know, you can just do it on your phone, on your computer, and close your eyes. Now, in order to get that, okay, thanks, Maria. In order to get that, simply type in the words free meditation below. Type in the words free meditation. One more time, free meditation. And you can get exclusive access to my online meditation that's designed to help you connect to your loved ones in the privacy of your own home, and you'll have a beautiful experience. Anybody who's had this, who's done my meditation, they have literally had amazing, amazing results with it. My students have had incredible results. My clients have had incredible results. And those of you that are watching that haven't done this yet, I anticipate you having beautiful results. Now, what's interesting is that some of you all might fall asleep during the meditation, and that's perfectly okay. When that happens, it's a healing that's taking place and you clearly needed the sleep. But then do the meditation again at another time when you're able to actually sit and listen for spirit. Now, what's involved in meditation? Not much. You simply just need to sit, close your eyes. I always say put your hands in an open position on your lap so that you're ready to receive, and let spirit know that you're ready and actively waiting to work with them. And they will bring blessings to you in your household and surround you with love during the meditation. So type in free meditation. That's my free gift to you guys to simply help you all connect to your loved one. Because if you can't get in front of a talented psychic medium and you can't get in front of somebody who you feel is truthful and ethical, then this is an opportunity for you guys to connect on your own and do it in your own space. Hey, you can even do it on your lunch hour. Bring it, put it on your cell phone, plug your earphones in, put your seat back, and listen in your lunch hour in your car, If you're in a private office, it's only 15 minutes long, and you can help yourself connect to your loved ones, because everybody needs to connect at some point. And it will really help you bring great clarity into your life, and that's really what matters, right? So I hope you guys have written down free meditation. That is, in fact, my gift to you, and that gives you exclusive access. Make sure that comes up for you guys. Make sure you're spelling it right. Free meditation. And you will be blessed with that as well. So it's really, it's a great thing to do. I love it. I've done it myself several times. It's a little awkward listening to myself say the words, but I still get to the same place where I'm able to connect. And it's just a beautiful experience. So you're very, very welcome, guys. You're very welcome. So glad that you're able to do it. And let me know your experiences. Message me back here on Facebook and tell me your experiences. I love to hear about you guys after the readings, what it's like for you, what beautiful experiences, what has validated for you in your life. I love getting the pictures of the orbs and the spirit activity in your house, because it's just more of a sharing process. And when we share information, everybody grows. So thank you so, so much. You're absolutely welcome. Michelle wants to know, will she move back to California? Yes, Michelle, that's a yes, absolutely. And you're going to follow the daughters at some point, but it's later on. Okay, so sorry about the coughing, guys, getting over bronchitis. Now, that being said, for those of you that are in development, that are learning mediumship or learning psychic work, this is really important. If you are in the process of learning, you need to explain that to the person that you're reading. It's very important, because you need to be aware of the words that you choose to use that come through from spirit. It's how they manifest from spirit through you, and you need to make sure you're balanced when you're giving the information, because the effects you can have on people can be off-putting if you don't use your words correctly. So it's very, very important that as you're learning And if you're practicing, you make sure to tell your sitters that you are in fact learning and practicing, and that all information is open to interpretation, that they always have free will. And that is so important, and that is always truth. Everybody has free will, and things are always in a state of flux and changing. Now, that being the case, there's so much chaos going on in this world. It just feels like at any point in time, if you feel called to pray for a certain area or a region or a person or an organization, do so. Bring light to that area or to that person or to that space. There's so much negativity that people see, and they keep stressing on the negative, but that simply does what? It creates more of it. So use the opposite. Use love to change the situation by thinking positive and bringing love to that space. And that will change the disharmony to bring more harmony into our world. And that's really what's important right now, considering all the turmoil that's going on, natural and unnatural, right? And we both know that everything does exist. So let's go back before I finish up. Let's get some last minute questions in. If you guys have not followed me on Facebook, please make sure to follow me here so you know when I go live. I am also on Instagram at ShiraPsychicMedium. Feel free to follow me there. I'll follow you back. And if you want me to, if not, it's no big deal. I never take it personally. And let me just see here. Karen says, our son has shown for a while that he is most likely clairvoyant. We are wondering how you connect to the spirit world. You're wondering how I connect, Karen, or you're wondering how your son connects? If you could just clarify that for me, I'll happily answer it. Okay. I don't know what that means, so I have to wait on that. Sorry, Spirit's telling me something, but I don't know what they're meaning by that. So, Elizabeth, will a new man show up into your life soon? Yes, but he's not what you're expecting. Oh, is that funny? I actually feel like he might be a furry friend, Liz. I feel like he might be the furry friend first. Okay. Jules, when do you see you moving? As of right now, I'm pulled closer into November right now. Feels like things aren't finalized yet. How do I connect? Karen, I use all of my senses. I don't leave out one. So as a result, it depends on who I'm connecting with. Now, the energy you bring forward and the energy your loved ones bring forward will determine the type of information and how the information is conveyed to me. Some will more specifically use hearing, some will use knowing, others will use clairvoyance, like your son will use vision, others will use feeling, tasting, smelling, you name it, sensing, just having an overall sense of awareness. So it just depends on who I'm working with is how the information is going to come through. I just saw a question. Suzanne, what did you say here? I feel like I just missed it. Suzanne, I missed your question and I can't find it. If you can retype it. Let's see here a second. Francesca, there's a father energy that I'm aware of that you're feeling. So just so you know, I do feel like there's a dad energy around you that you're aware of. Okay, so I know that this gentleman was a father. That's important. Okay, and let's see. Kimberly, are you thinking of staying at home more? Because I keep feeling you being around at home more. And not in a bad way, I just think that is. Margaret, you want to know if there is availability for Sunday's boot camp. As of now, yes, but I am closing it out in the next day and a half so that I'm keeping the class smaller for more attention. So if you're interested in it, now is the time to sign up. Otherwise, you will miss out on it. In all sincerity, this is not a sales pitch. I am purposely closing it out. Okay, so if you're interested, now's the time to get in. Now, will this be posted, the video? It always gets posted, I believe, on the Facebook page once the live is done. It takes a little time to propagate or come through. So if that helps. And Amanda, any tips on moving forward? I'm actually being told that you need to go to school or go for some training because there's a school or educational component that's coming in with you in terms of moving forward. All right. Lisa, there's a connection to the knees there. There's something with her knees that feels a little, okay? So, Doris, did you not move? Because I keep feeling something about a lack of movement in the current household space, okay? Now, that being the case, I'm going to sign out of here. I got to get home to the munchkin. I do hope you guys enjoy tonight. My gift to you, if you want the free meditation and you want to connect with your deceased loved ones, angels and guides, and get messages from them, do my free meditation tonight. Type in the word free meditation and it will give you access to it. If you have any problems getting to it, simply let me know. You can also go to my website and a pink pop-up box will appear. Once the pink pop-up box appears, type in your name and your email, and it will take you directly to the free meditation. Okay, that's what you need to do. You type in, there's a beautiful pink pop-up with a heart on it and hands. Type in your name and your email. It doesn't have to be your full name, and it will take you directly to the meditation. Okay, will your kids ever go to sleep tonight? That's so funny. I feel like that all the time. I gotcha. So, and if you want information on the event in Suffolk County, type in the word event, messages from heaven. It's going to be an amazing event, absolutely amazing event, connecting you with your loved ones in Smithtown at a beautiful center. So if you want it, simply type in event below. And if you want to be notified when I go live so that you can get a free reading also, type in the word angel. Just before I finish up, so you guys have it, if you do want to reach out to me in the future for a reading, whether it's a private one or whether it is a group reading or whether it is a fundraising event or a larger corporate event or a speaking engagement, simply just reach out to me. There is my website, ShiraPsychicMedium.com. I want to wish you all the most incredible evening tonight. Have a great week. With all that's going on in the world, start thinking positive, guys. Stop reflecting on the negative. Bring in the love, bring in the positivity, and you will see how the momentum will change in your lives and how it will affect the lives of others. So do something great and pay it forward tonight. God bless, guys, and have a great evening.